Hi, week later. Don't mind this, I was playing basketball and I got hit. That's just what I love about basketball. It's a tough game, but at the same time, I feel alive when all those things happen, right? When you are inside the game and you have all the pressure and last minute, you want to score that basket. So it happened, right? But what I wanted to share with you today, it's as well the fights of life. And sometimes, especially when you're an African, you come from Africa, you are so motivated. I remember when I got here in Europe, right? I was so motivated. I was studying all the time. I was working alongside my studies, right? And I wanted to become rich, extremely rich. And I was working hard and I was motivated about it. And with the years passing on, and I even saw that with my friends, with the year passing on, as you have a good degree, you have an average job or a great job, you earn sometimes even six figure, right? And you start feeling like you've arrived. And you start acting like your peers, your friends that are coming from rich families. And so you start slacking off. You start just being complacent and just being happy with what you have, which is a good job, but you're not rich. You're not able to change the entire face of your family. You're not able to change the entire destiny of 2 generations after you because you don't have that much money, right? But still, you start slacking off and you live far below your potential. And I want to tell you, it's a huge mistake. As an African, you have much more potential because if you've conquered all the difficulties of coming from a poor family, it means that once you get to that level where you have a great salary, you can go far beyond. And I made that mistake as well. And I want to tell you 2 things that you need to remember if you want to get off that slacking off mentality, if you want to get off that laziness that you have, if you want to start having again that drive that will get you to reach your full potential and to exceed all the expectations that you've ever had even for yourself. 2 things to remember, right? My name is Arthur and I'm so passionate about career excellence, about entrepreneurship and investing because I believe those are the 3 pillars that the African communities around the world should use to impact our communities and to impact Africa's prosperity. And so if you want to be part of this adventure, I want you to do 2 things now. First, subscribe to this channel for sure and hit the notification clock so that you receive the content that I'm sharing every single day. And also share this with like-minded Africans who want to improve themselves daily and who want to reach their goals and even far beyond. Let's come back to it. I just wanted to share with you those 2 things and I hope that is going to give you the boost that I needed a few months ago when I was slacking off, when I was like, I've arrived where I'm not even able to impact Africa. And I am so determined to help Africa, to impact Africa the way I can. And so it's with my skills, with my business, with my money, right? And I want to give you an example. Maybe you saw the fight, the MMA fight, right? The heavyweight MMA fight. That was one African. That was Francis Ngannou from Cameroon. Yeah, Cameroon people, right? From Cameroon against Cyril Gane from France. Did you see that fight? Because Francis Ngannou showed us what it is to be a real African. And he said something at the end of that fight. Because the fight was like, he was losing the first 2 sets, right? He was losing those. And he came back. And the way he came back was not his habits like that he used to be, like his strength. It was more about tactics and he was on the ground. It was techniques, pure technique. So he was able to adapt. He was able to just transform the way he fights. He was able to just reborn like a phoenix. And I love that, right? And that's the same thing. If right now you've lost your drive, you've stuck at a certain level, You're not even able to get to the level you know you deserve. You're not able to fulfill that potential you know you have. You need to be reborn. And what Francis Ngannou shared at the end of the fight was two things. The first thing that he shared was, I remembered where I came from. I remember where I came from. He's an African. If you don't know the story of Francis Ngannou, he went through the desert. He went to the desert from Cameroon. You go through Chad, you get, through the desert, you get to North Africa. There, people are enslaving other people. He went through all that. He was eating insects. He was drinking his pee. He remembered where he comes from. How many Africans? We come from poor family. Personally, my mother and my parents, what they did was they took huge depths to take us where we are right now. And I know a lot of families doing that in Africa. Probably yours as well. And so you have no right to slack off. No right. You have to remember where you come from, the sacrifices that your family did. If right now you're making 6-figure, you need to go for 7-figure. If right now you have a business doing 100K, you need to go to 1 million. Because that money, you can impact so much in Africa and you can inspire so much. And that's our duty, to inspire. That's why I'm so passionate about creating a community of people who will give back to Africa, either with the skills that they build in the corporate world or with the businesses impacting Africa with products and services, or just inspiring young Africans. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Always remember where you come from. Always remember where you come from. That's the first thing that I wanted to share with you, that Francis Ngannou shared with us. And the second thing that he said was, I remembered the people who count on myself. If you think about your parents right now, your parents sacrificed a lot to give you that education. And now they count on you. You think about people like the generations after you. They count on you to inspire. They count on you to teach what you know. They count on you to empower them with your businesses, with the job that you can create. They count on you to mentor them. Africa will only be that continent that we all want it to be by doing that peer-to-peer teaching, peer-to-peer mentoring. The traditional schooling doesn't work. You don't need someone teaching you something that they don't have experience in. You have to create that bond between the mentors and the mentees, and that will be true wealth, true skills that will be passed on, true inspiration. That's why I'm so passionate about it. And so to do that, you need to remember where you come from. You need to give back to your mother, to your father. You need to give back to your siblings. You need to give back to your country. You need to give back by sharing what you know, sharing what you learn, sharing and inspiring people by creating jobs, or by just sharing online what you know that can help other people, what you went through. That's what I'm doing right now. But remember, who count on you? If you remember those two things, where you're coming from and the people who count on you, right? Your little brothers and sisters, your mothers, your village, and even your people, like other Africans in your African community, wherever you are. Those two things, you should always be motivated. You will always find a drive. So write down on a paper, where are you coming from? What's the life that you had? The poverty, what you don't want to live anymore. And who count on you? Is it your son, your daughter? Is it your mommy that you want her? Maybe she's a maid and you want her not to do that anymore. You want her to have a rich life. Think about that. Those two things. And you will always be a driven African. And that's what you deserve. That's what we all deserve. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I hope it inspires you to realize that you need to give your best, to be at your best. And your best is not necessarily the best of someone else. Don't compare yourself, and give your best. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for Africa. That's what I want for your community, wherever you are right now. If everyone is giving their best and remembering those two things, where they're coming from, and we'll count on them. So if you are part of these Africans that want to improve their lives and you want to create a career that you really want, you want to reach that next level, you want to get unstuck, you want to get back your drive and reach that next level in terms of salary, or you want to create a business to change and transform your life with the skills that you already have, I'm helping people on that. There is a link below this video. If you click on it, I can help you on that. I can guide you through that process. I can guide you through that that mindset shift. I can guide you to the exact step. We can create a plan for yourself so that you have those goals that will change your year 2022 and beyond, and change your family. But it starts with deciding and getting that drive back. Remember where you're coming from. We'll count on you. And I will always remember that you are worthy enough and you have that potential. That drive that you lost, or that level where you feel stuck, you can always figure it out. Everything is figurable. I don't even know how to say it, right? Like my French tongue, it's like, but you can figure everything out. That's my belief. That's my commitment. You can figure everything out. You need to sit down and find a solution. You can't conquer any obstacle. So I'll talk to you another video, but remember that. Where you come from, we'll count on you, and get that drive back and reborn. Get reborn like a phoenix. I'll talk to you in another video.